Hello everybody, welcome to our channel. This is Jimmy Wu from Prowork Pacific Inc, your licensed architect. Today, before we start our topics again, please do 4 things for us. Give us a like, leave us a comment, subscribe. Remember, it's a free subscribe, doesn't cost you anything, but you won't miss out our other videos. And also share our video with your friends so that more people will get a chance to see our video, and then we can, help more people on this. Okay, today, this video is continue to about our last video talking about can owner give their own design to architects or drawings. Okay, because some people still have questions. So today I'm making this one is kind of like a part 2 to continue to talk about that. If someone owner really want to make their own design and then you're gonna give architect draw, what should he know? What does he need to do or get ready for it? Okay, so if you really want to do that, or today I'll tell you something is how you gotta prepare yourself. Now, regarding this owner to make a design, furniture design, and have architect to draw, okay, this one, the key is here is owner, you make this justification of service expectation. Like last time I mentioned about that, right? Because when we do this kind of landmine is because both side owner, you expect something different from an architect. An architect, or sometimes they also expect different way about, what is owner furniture design, right? So in here, it's important to especially from owner side, understanding or justify themselves about what they expect to get from the architect, okay? Understanding the scope of professional service, okay, means you have to know that is, what do you will get from your design professional? Now this, you can see my another video say, what do I expect from my design professional, right? You can see, click the link, then you can see this video. What architect will do for you first. Understand that is important. A lot of owner, I think they have a wrong concept. They think architect were just to draft. I mean, sometimes they mix up draftsman or architect, these positions. I have another video talk about, should I hire architect or draftsman, right? I have this video. Also have elaborated about this, issue. So if you're interested, so you probably want to, go over that, video. Okay. The important part is, as an owner, right? Do not expect, to give a, rough, I would almost say is a no-brain sketch to an architect and expect him to modify that, start from there and modify to become a award-winning design, okay? And then you only spend half of the fee, of the design fee, okay? That doesn't work. Okay? A lot of owners, when they think, if I give my design, then, because again, like I say, the main purpose why people want to do that is because they think they can save money on design, right? So if you really want to do that, now then that means the burden, the design work, from the owner, you got to do more design work. So you cannot just make a simple sketch, room here, that, and then make it like this, and then you can give to the architect and have him, okay, architect, Mr. Architect, fix it for me and make it like a nice design. But since I give you this sketch, so charge me half of the fee, right? So it doesn't work that way, okay? So in fact, you got to understand that is, customer, when you design something and give to architect to go, continue drawings, architect, usually their liability or responsibility is only to make that house plan become a drawings. And, the drawings will comply to, building code. That's all. Okay. They will not fix your design. This, it doesn't include they will fix the design. Okay. Now, a good design of a house, we know that is increment things. The last video we'll talk about, in building code is basic. The space flow, the layout concept, right? Aesthetic, how does it look like, right? The modern style or traditional style, tropical style, contemporary, different style, right? And also how the orientation, all this stuff is like a mixed combination. A lot of things in a design to make a good design, okay? A poor design, doesn't mean against building code. Now, first of all, what's important is this, if you give a sketch to an architect and you really just want the architect to make it become a construction drawings with your sketch, architects can do that and just make sure that everything draws to comply code. That's basically what they will do. But they will not, doesn't mean that you pay him and they will fix your design or make it like a very nice design or alter your design. Doesn't mean to do that, especially some adjustment, they just seem very straightforward. Okay, you give me the draw, I draw it, that's all. Okay. But this is important for, owner, understand that this is the scope, of service, what the design professional will give you. And don't expect, more than that. Remember, last time I talked about the design process from 2D, from 3 to 3D, construction drawings. The design sketch part, the 2D portion, although this somehow is important because of the layout, but it's not the whole portion, the big portion of this whole project, compared to construction drawing, compared to preliminary design or 3D modeling. Okay, 2D design is a starting. And this process itself is a lot of work too, a lot of study and also. So, owner, if you really want to go into that part, you need to do your work. Okay. What kind of work you need to do? Okay. Number one, okay, you gotta evaluate, okay, the design. You also design versus the project need. That means you gotta evaluate that is the project is a new build, renovation, addition. Because when you do a addition, I have this, video talk about that, right? More kind of simple, right? If you do a bedroom addition, yes, that usually you can do some simple sketch and give the architect, right, to give you a drawings. But if you're talking about a new build, then there's a lot of change, a lot of variation in them, a lot of possibility about design. So that part you have to evaluate. Are you able to handle? Is it worth to do that? Spending your own time. Okay, so this is kind of you got to think twice about your project. Is your project worth you to put your design to save the money, just because try to save some money on the design? And also another recommendation is work with someone. Okay, not the architect, maybe your friend. Work with someone with experience about design. So this way the work will be similar to I talk about design build, right? Now, if you have the contractor friends, right, or even if they have designer friends, work with them. Okay, if needed, maybe they pay them some money, okay, or buy them a good dinner to have them to go over about the design, have them to help you design a sketch and make the sketch make sense from the beginning. Okay, then that way you can save some time on that. Yeah, because you have some experienced people, if they built their house before, they have work in the design field, for certain years, so they can give you some advice. So then that way you can get a better sketch, right? Final, when you talk to architect about this, say, I give you a sketch, can you draw for me? Now you better have your finished sketch, okay? Present your finished sketch to the architect. Give them, this is my sketch. I want you to draw this. Now, this is important, okay, to get a mutual understanding between owner and architect. When you give the sketch, say, I want this sketch, means this is a design concept, I want it this way. And, this sketch is not like a no-brain kind, I just throw an idea. It's not. It's owner, you spend your time doing design, you really get your layout in right scale, proportionally, right? And then you give to the architect. So architect understand that, okay, you do your homework, you do your design part. Now I really don't need to do design. Then get this mutual understanding to make everybody, both parties on the same page. Now this is very important. Otherwise, like I talked about in the last video, is eventually it could be disappointed on both parties, right? So if owner, we want to do that, remember, okay, that's what I'm saying, okay, understand the scope of work, right? Evaluate again, okay, and also clear your mind, understanding what you will get from this professional. What do you mean when you try to save money on design? That means you have to do the design. You have to spend time, do your homework, right? It's even you need to read some books to enhance the design. If in your life you have never designed a house, you have never do anything in the design industry, and then suddenly you expect yourself to design your own home, this is not as simple as you think. Right? So you need somebody help, with someone, your friends, they have experience to assist you to getting a, nice or finished sketch to the architect. Okay. So this is a short one, just a kind of add on information from my last video. So if you get more questions, welcome to give us a comment, leave your message, email us, and we will answer your question. Thank you very much.